Stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger, there, but now it's third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 61 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I was. I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Intended for his
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Baltimore's set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play. Jackson from the shotgun. steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yeah, they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty.
I'm so confused. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Buying time to his left. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson dancing to his left. And going, and this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us? Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6. At the 29.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38, Rodgers. And this will be caught at the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 61 yards. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
21-0 our score after 1.
Packers nothing.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And he puts it through. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Ravens offense heads back out there led by Lamar Jackson. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves. Not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it. We got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great. That's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Crosby for the extra point.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1?
Every single time.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six, eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Jackson forced out to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Jackson will throw again. Being chased out left. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins taking it in. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Keeps the score.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. Shakes off the sack. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
25-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers making the catch is Sternberger. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Miles Boykin.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 48 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the foot. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Rodgers underneath into the hands of Sternberger. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, wide open receiver, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson steps away to his left. They're going deep downfield for Boykin.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They get this out left. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Complete to Miles Boykin.
If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
Seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Trying the jet sweep here. It's Boykin. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the